Good morning, everyone. Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday. Today's the 28th of October. Tomorrow is my children's birthday. Eddie and Heather will be 23 years old tomorrow. Amazing. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I cannot believe, that they're that old already, which means I'm very old. No, not really. It's just a number. But, yeah, it's wild to think about that that time has gone by so fast. It's absolutely crazy. Just so everybody knows, on Wednesday, I will be doing a live stream for my hardcore members at 6 p.m. And at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, I will be doing a normal live stream for everybody else. Excuse me. But, so we're going to go in here real quick. We're going to check on the eggs. See, all the chickens are out of the box, so we should have some eggs in here already. It's like one of the daily things that we have to do. Good morning, girls. How is everybody? How is everybody? All right, let's take a look. Just one so far this morning. If you guys can see that. So we'll grab that. I think I only ended up getting 2 eggs yesterday. So, all right. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about starting to think outside the box. And what do I mean by that? What am I thinking outside the box? What do I mean? Well, if you've been prepping for any length of time, you probably have, plenty of food, water, hopefully medicine, those type of things stocked up, hopefully some antibiotics stocked up as well. And you've got a good start with stuff. Hopefully that, with doing so, you will start thinking, okay, what else would I need? All right. And what I want you guys to think about when we're going to talk about these things is how long will these things last? Do I have a replacement for them? And if I don't, what should I be doing? All right, so I'm going to mention a few things in this video, and I'm going to probably do a series of videos on this. But one of the things that I think is really overlooked, actually quite a bit, is footwear. We have our boots and our shoes, and we have our dress shoes, and we have our flip-flops or our Crocs, and, and all those are slippers. I mean, I'm a big slipper guy. I love my slippers, right? But what people don't think about in a true SHTF situation, unless you go and raid the shoe store right away and get a whole bunch of shoes in your size, or boots, right? Or, not gaiters, regular, like the rubber boots for working outside when it's muddy and crappy. So, unless you have a whole bunch of those, whatever you have is going to last you until they're gone. And then what are you going to do? I try to keep, I like a certain kind of boot. I have a certain pair of boots that I like to wear. So what I try to do, I try to keep 2 backup pair of those. And think about the kids too, folks. They just keep growing and growing. So they're going to outgrow what they have rather quickly. I hear the turkeys up in the upper meadow. So they're going to outgrow those boots or shoes or sneakers or whatever they have rather quickly. So having extra, like me, I'm not growing, my feet aren't growing anymore, so I'm as big as my feet are going to get. So I can go ahead and stock up on those type of things, and that's what I try to do. I have 2 different pairs of rubber boots that I have. One I've never even taken out of the box. Right now I only have 1 backup pair of boots. I probably have 3 pair of sneakers, and I only have 1 pair of slippers though. I will tell you, they're beat up, they're comfortable, and I love them. But anyway, so that's a big thing right there. Okay. The second thing I would say would be clothing. Plenty of clothing, plenty of warm clothing. One of the things that I think is also really heavily overlooked would be wool blankets. Wool blankets, even if they get wet, are still going to keep you warm. That's hugely, hugely, hugely important. So I would definitely recommend having a stock up of wool blankets if you can do that. Again, lots of extra clothes, because I'll tell you what, when I have clothes that I don't wear anymore, I don't throw them out. I bag them up and I set them aside, because, you know, again, you just never know. You may need them down the road. And, you know, when I die, they can take all my old clothes and chuck them in the garbage or whatever they want to do, have a big old bonfire. I won't care then. But those are a couple of things that I think that are like overlooked a lot. So a couple other things that I think about is, we're going to just mention a few of them in this video. One of them is like clothesline, all right? Having a clothesline is going to be, you know, a good thing, because you're going to probably be washing your hand or clothes by hand. No washer and dryers are going to be working anymore. You're not going to be able to get detergent anymore. So, you know, having some way to wash and then hang up so they dry your clothes is going to be big. Paracord, I think, is hugely important. 550 paracord is really good, because it can be used for many things. It's got a good retention strength-wise, but can also be broken down, and you can use that for other things as well. All right. Another thing I think about, and I have a good stock up of that I think that everybody should, is needles, thread, for repairs. You're going to need to have repairing of your clothing, because it's going to tear, it's going to wear down. You're going to need to be able to make patches from other clothes that are worn out now, but you can still use the, you know, the dungarees. You can cut them up and you can use them for patching of other pants. You know, these are small little things that I think a lot of people don't think about. Another thing that I think is really, really important, and again, so this is the nurse in me, okay? You know, hygiene products, you know, having a decent cuticle set for your nails, clippers, tweezers, you know, all those type of things, you know, to be able to continue to take care of your nails, because, you know, your nails are going to get longer, they're going to need to be cut, and if you don't have a pair of clippers or tweezers, and then, you know, tweezers for slivers and obviously those type of things, you're going to get wood splinters. That's going to happen. So, you know, to have a good pair of tweezers is important as well. And I know this video is right almost at 8 minutes now, so I'm going to end this video here with that, okay? Hopefully this information helps you guys, and I definitely will be doing a series of videos of things you should be stocking up on. Things to think outside the box, and I hope, you know, these type of things help what I'm going to be sharing with you. All right? I hope y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.